Hey, 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 beautiful heart. What's vibing today? Dr. Danae, the Awakening Doctor, here to do today's collective energy check-in. Woo! Can you feel the energy switch? This changeover from July into August. I'm feeling it. I'm enjoying it. August is the 8th month. 8th is such a divine number. And we are coming into the flow of August off of July, which was a very intense 4 weeks of going inward and, facing ourselves, facing the fears and the doubts and all of the different things that came up. August is here to be a month of progression. The energy will be here to help us really, for those of us who want to go to the next level, really help us through this wonky energy. We've got a cosmic rectangle in the skies today over us. And Venus and Neptune, I think they're still retrograde. There's a lot of energy that's here for us to really just look at ourselves. Look at what we want, look at where we're going, what we no longer want, which July really brought that home for many of us. So let's see, how can we use this energy today to our best advantage? Protect the wild and green. Wash away your burdens. And heed your dreams. Many of you over the past week or so could have been having very vivid dreams. Dreams that really don't make sense, but they stood out to you for whatever reason. Guys, dreams come, they're not always literal in what they're trying to say. Sometimes they are. The one thing you can count on is your head is not going to be able to interpret the meaning of the dreams. Only your heart can. All right. Let's see here. I know you can't see all the cards. Try to get them up here within your view. All right, 8 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 4 of Wands. I'm really hoping the energy has changed a little bit so we don't have the same old story that we have had for the majority, at least for the summer so far of 2022, but it really feels like it's been the majority of 2022. It's like, come on, let's move out of this. So hopefully August will be the month that we really can make some progress forward. Let's see. Well, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, High Priestess, 3 of Swords, yes. And guys, for those of you who have been wondering and asking when I will be doing the free lives again, I will be planning at least 1, possibly 2 for the month of August. I will announce that. I am doing something August 20th. This will be a private Zoom insight party. It will be, you have to be registered. There is a cost to this event. The cost is $22 to play, to come and play, and it will be most likely a 2-hour event. You will get a semi-private reading. It'll be the reading in the Zoom with the other party goers. But yeah, 2 hours of hanging out with me, doing insight readings, answering your questions. This is really like as if you were coming to my house and hanging out. That is what that will be. That'll be August 20th. More information will be coming, how to sign up. Spaces are limited. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time. So this is what we do on Sundays in the VIP lounge. We hang out literally as if you guys were hanging out at my house. So we have a lot of fun. Okay. 8 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, High Priestess, 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups, and Queen of Wands in reverse. So, looks like we've got some mixed bag of energy still. And that's okay. I mean, what? We're day 1 of August right now. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Now you guys can see it, right? Hopefully. Okay. So what I'm picking up here, for many of you, yes, you do need to practice some grounding exercises at this time, getting out into nature. For those of you that have plants or a garden, growing anything, spend some time speaking to those plant life, those organisms, pouring love from your heart to the plant kingdom and the earth kingdom. There's a lot of different weather events going on. I know back out in the West, California is on fire again. And I say it that way. It's every year, this is fire season. But what is compounding that is the water. There's not a lot of water in the West Coast anymore. So there is some big factors underlying that. So help Mother Nature out. Send love and wet thoughts out to the West Coast. And, you know, even closer to home, nature has so much to offer us and help us vibrationally on our path. Heed your dreams. I really feel for the month of August, this is talking about not so much the dreams that you're having in the dream state or when you're sleeping, but more the dreams that you want to achieve, the life you want to be living. You know, it's so easy to get caught up in dreaming and fantasy of how we want our life to be, but not actually making forward progress. Instead, we dream about it, we fantasize about it, and we focus on the lack and what we don't have. Look, 4 of Pentacles right here. August is about making these boss moves. And for some of you, a boss move is literally just choosing to get up and do something different in the morning. You know, honor wherever you are at in your path. But make those choices, make those moves. Wash away your burdens. Many of the burdens we think about and analyze and sit with really are thoughts, old habitual thoughts, old ways, old limiting beliefs that just need to be released and let go. If you do not want to experience what you've experienced in your past, then you need to do something different today. Today is the only moment you have. It is the now moment, and it is also the bridge to your tomorrow. What does that mean? The bridge to tomorrow means what you are thinking on today, what you're focused on, where your attention is today, is what you're going to manifest and walk out in your tomorrows. So if you don't like what you're thinking and feeling today, and you don't want the past to keep playing out, then today is the day you have to make a different choice. You have to be self-responsible and make that choice to say, nope, nope, nope. I am not going to think this way. And then do the actions, put in the work to change those thoughts. At first, it's not easy, but it is absolutely doable. There is no other way around. There is no shortcut. The more you try to resist, not look at, push away, or find an easier way or a shortcut, the more that this will pursue you. It will chase you. Okay, let's get into the cards here. So, starting out with the Eight of Cups, looks like you're wanting to walk away from what is no longer serving you. I feel like I am talking to people who know what isn't serving them. You know what you need to walk away from. You start to do it, but then look, the Five of Swords, you're back into those thoughts. This Five of Swords, this is 100% altered ego. Look at him. Look at how he's feeling. He's got this little crow. This is monkey mind, altered ego sitting there. This is that voice of, you think you can change? Oh, you think you're smart? You think you could do that? Nothing ever works out for you. And then the moment you start to entertain his voice, what's going on over here, look. Here comes some of his friends. You guys hear me talk about it all the time, and many people talk about this. Abraham Hicks says this all the time as well, that when you have a thought, a feeling rises up, but the longer you put your energy on that thought, then you are going to get more of its friends that are the same vibration or stronger coming in. This is how that downward spiral starts, the Five of Swords. Here you are over here. This is like that authentic self saying, no, don't listen. Don't listen to the shit. Don't listen to the bullshit. Don't listen to the gossip. Even if it's your own gossip in your own head, your own stories, don't listen. That still small voice, the one that's trying to have dominance in your life, that's the one you need to be listening to, not the one you've always listened to. This crew here never has anything new to say. It cannot produce anything new. It only comes from the intellect, from altered ego, monkey mind. Monkey mind, altered ego, and the intellect is a completely different vibration than truth, than your heart, and your authenticity. So in other words, the intellect can never come to you with new ideas or a new vibration. It will always come in the same old way. That negative self-critical voice, because it was born out of that. If you want more information on that, you can check out my courses. I teach all about this. Four of Wands. Yeah, of course. All of this energy coming up is going to be about your foundation. Why? July was a month that many of us were put into timeout, and we were forced to look at the foundation of life that we have been living from, whether we chose it, whether we built it, or we built it out of the past and the limiting beliefs and monkey mind. For many of us, and when we're looking at that, we are crumbling that foundation. That's when monkey mind really acts up. Why? Monkey mind likes the dysfunction. Monkey mind loves lack. It loves anxiety and worry. That's what it was born out of. That's what it knows. Anything outside of that makes it nervous, makes it scared, creates doubt and fear. So here you are, wanting a new foundation, wanting a new life, saying to yourself, you can do it, but then here comes situations and things. You've got this battlefield of the mind going on. The old habit is here, this Four of Pentacles. Feeling that scarcity, like you need to hold on. Guys, when we're on this awakening journey and we're needing to face ourselves and let go of certain things, this old pattern of fear and doubt come up and we want to hold on. No matter how uncomfortable our experiences or situations have been, we want to hold on to the familiar. Because look, here we got more of monkey mind coming in, these limiting thoughts. And when this energy rises up, this is a great depiction of how we can't see truth, we can't see clearly, we can't even hear clearly, we can't hear truth. Why? Because the old energy is kicked up. It is running the show. It is trying to get you distracted because it loves being constricted. But you've set the course and said, no, I don't want to be that way. So of course, this old energy is going to come up. That's the test. The goal is changing this foundation, living that life that you've always felt you should live and that you've dreamed of. Literally, August, it is you with you. You making different choices, stepping out of the comfort zone on purpose to feel uncomfortable as you go higher. You have a choice on where your attention is going to go. I'm not saying it's easy, I'm saying it's doable. And the only person that thinks in your mind and that can change the way you think is you. So for anybody who is still in that energy of, well, I need so-and-so to acknowledge me, or I need this conversation with so-and-so. No, you don't. And why do I say that? And keep this in context. If that is what you're telling yourself and that is your excuse, and then you're still looking outside of you for your answer. You're looking to so-and-so to validate, to make you feel worthy or have purpose or whatever. That is how you've always lived your life. That's what you're trying to walk away from. You can't walk away from it and have one foot in it and think you're going to be successful. You literally are at this crossroads. You get to choose. Are you going to think from the human level, the human consciousness, the old pattern, or are you going to continue to put your attention on higher things, on spirituality, whatever that means for you, but seeking out that higher truth, asking those questions, getting around people that are already vibrating at that higher level, and not bringing your monkey mind to prove them wrong or to have them pull you up, but for you to sit at a different table so you can feel that energy, feel that that conversation is completely different, and just being able to listen to those conversations and be around that vibration. That should help give you the fuel and the drive to keep going, to keep pushing forward. But if you're still sitting at the same table of the lower vibration, what I call the caterpillar thoughts, and guys, there's no judgment. There are some people who love their caterpillar thoughts, their caterpillar ways. They do not want to change into that butterfly. Everybody has to be honored. But the question is that where you are supposed to be? Is that still where your seat at the table is? Because I'm looking here at a lot of heartache, heartbreak. And guys, I'm not a baker. I don't sugarcoat. You don't listen to me to feel good because I'm telling you sugar-coated bullshit. I bring it correct. I tell you the truth. And on this path, nobody could break our hearts more than ourselves. And that's what we have been doing. We keep putting ourselves in situations with other people with expectations, and we end up breaking our own heart and then get into shame, blame, and judgment and say it was someone else. When you know, if you sat with yourself and you peeled it all back, you know it was you. You set yourself up for that. This is what this path is about. This is about looking at truths of yourself and saying, no, you know what? I'm no longer, I'm canceling that subscription. I'm no longer willing to put myself out for others who just take my energy or want to hold me back. For those that, because I just felt this rise up, for those of you who just had a bunch of people, you knew right away who I was talking about when I said that. That's exactly the energy you need to let go of. And it's about perception. I'm not saying you have to cut people off. What I'm saying is there's energy at play that you need to cut off. That could be you need to walk away from that energy while you work on healing yourself. This Two of Cups, yes, it is a soulmate, higher love. But in this reading, this is you falling back in love with you. This self-love that I'm talking about, it is life-changing. You can ask anybody who has gone through my group program, the Immersion. Everybody thought that they knew, and everybody thinks we know what self-love is, and we think we love ourselves. I take you through the depths. Any of my courses, any work you do with me, make no mistake about it, it is master level. I don't deal in surface level shit. I don't deal in elementary 101 knowledge. I deal with master level knowledge. You can look at the testimonies, ask anybody who has done this, that what I walk you through and what you end up revealing for yourself in these courses, in this journey, is that higher love. The desires, the love, the abundance, the things that you have been striving for and you felt were out of your reach. You start walking in it. And you start having these great epiphanies of wow. It truly is a beautiful journey. And when you open yourself up to that and that level of 5D self-love, that's when relationships change. People change. Your life changes. You are now vibrating different. You are no longer in this energy of setting yourself up for more heartache and pain. You start magnetizing the desires of your life. Your circle starts to change. And it is a beautiful thing. You really start to come out of this Queen of Wands energy. I'm glad to see this Queen of Wands in reverse here, because I'm not a big fan of the Queen of Wands energy. And in this reading, it's you with you. This is that gaslighting self of you. This is that altered ego part of you, that ego pride that puffs up, that those habits that we get into to make us feel better in the short term. We become the mistress in our own life, the temptress in our own life with our old habits and ways. That's what that's saying. And guys, this is a really amazing reading. Yeah, the duality energy is still here. This is just to validate, to let you know, hey, you're on the right path. Yes, doing this inner work, it doesn't change overnight. You don't do 1 or 2 affirmations and then all of a sudden your life is better. That is that heartbreak expectation you set yourself up for that I talk about. And we all do it. Guys, that's the thing. And altered ego is going to want you to think you're the only one, but you're not. That's another lie. But we set ourselves up. You have to do it repeatedly, over and over and over, until it becomes real in your life. Why? Not because it's not working. It's because it is working, and you are up against yourself. You're up against this energy within yourself, years and years of consistently seeing the negative and complaining and calling in out of fear and anxiety. You have been the master manifester of shit in your life. Switching that up and becoming the master manifester of everything you want in your life is becoming a master of your life. The road to mastery is not easy, yet monkey mind will always want you to think that. So if you're in that energy, but Dr. Danae, I did do this. I did what you said. I did it once. I did it twice. Or I did it for a week. Nothing happened. And then you quit. Ask yourself, has that always been your pattern? Because for those of you who have worked with me, you know this journey wasn't an overnight. It wasn't a 1-week journey. I didn't give up. I sounded like a broken record to myself. But I kept on. I kept on until my desires and what I was believing and putting my attention on manifested in my 3D. And it did. And it will for you as well. They're universal laws. This isn't hocus pocus woohoo bullshit. That's the thing. That's what society, religion, people, and the matrix wants you to think. But it's not. It is universal laws. It's science. It is spirituality. It is truth. It is metaphysics. And it has to come to pass. But it works on the invisible plane first. So, yeah. Mirroring. If you are dealing with somebody right now and a lot of fear and anxiety around this relationship or whatever is coming up and you feel you are at a crossroads, you are. This whole reading is talking about this. When you're in mirroring energy, you have to ask yourself, do you still align with the old or do you want the new? If you want the new, you've got to make different choices, and it starts in your thoughts. Meaningful coincidences. There are no coincidences. It's all fate, destiny, whatever you want to call it. Meaningful coincidences are signs. These are signs that you have asked for. Here is an altered ego trick or trap. You ask for a sign comes in, then you bring up doubt, and then you sit there and go, oh, well, I think that's a sign. Maybe that's not a sign. You know what? Give me another sign to prove that sign. And it doesn't stop. You literally are bringing back this. You are doubting. You are now playing with fire, coming from altered ego and trying to tell the universe to keep proving it to you when it's already proven it to you, but you are choosing to stay in doubt. Knock it off. Get out of it. Yes, you can do it. No, it isn't easy, but I'm not here to empathize with your struggle. I'm not here to glorify your struggle. You have been doing that long enough. And the feeling of the struggle creates the struggle. The miracle you seek is within you, 100%, and it's right behind the broken heart. Forgiveness sets you free, not whom you forgive. Forgiveness was key in July. So for those of you who still are kind of hanging on, not really wanting to forgive, I'm here to let you know, the sooner you can move into forgiveness and see it for what it really is, whether you need to forgive yourself or somebody else, you will lighten up the load on your path. Forgiveness is a choice. For those of you who are still wanting to hold on to it, it's going to get more uncomfortable. Just saying. That's the energy on tap. All right, beautiful. I hope you got something out of this reading. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bye-bye.